time to go racing here at Charlotte for the Pepsi 300. This time, though, we're under the daytime sun. We go from a night race to a day race here at Charlotte in the Target Series. On the pole is the 0 of Diego Yepes, 2's outside the 74 William Bullen. Then 30 of Landon Lyons, Michael Canto in 4th, and Jonathan Wong rounding out the top 5. They have Jake Galloway in 6th, Justin Knight 7th, Adam McDowell in 8th, Michael Sanders 9th, and Joey Trickle rounds out the top 10. The rest of the field has Isaac Nichols with Marshall Burrow. They have Jay Jefferson and Danny Lloyd. Then there's Jeff Bright and Eli Bright, Colton Yo and Johnny Gardner. They have Greg Lee and Charles Robert, Luke Rainey and Clayton Thomas, and Alexander Rowe and Carson Bowers, William Seaman and Jennifer Beeford. They have Matt Hamill and Riley Spurley-Tube, Jonathan Beeford and Lawrence Poundpond. Then there's Stephen Baker and Andrew Miller, Trey Rainey and Bill Seaman. They have Code Luigi and Gustavo Rocha, Sebastian Gugalan and TJ Hanley, then Anthony Lehman and Alex Stewart. And then the final row you have Steve Larker with Max Anderson to his outside. There's your starting lap here. We go down track side to get the command.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
All right, boys, pace and rhythm all day today. Driver's compartment, crew chief, pit crew. Pace and rhythm all day, that's all we need.
And the field cars rolling off the starting grid here for 30 laps at Charlotte. Last season, this race, the Pepsi 300, was won by Jake Galloway, but that was, once again, as we mentioned, under the night. This time we're under the day. Jay Jefferson has also won here in the past at Charlotte, with his first Target Series victory coming here in Season 1 with the same team he's driving for now. So maybe some good luck for Jefferson on the way. 30 laps though, Yepes on pole. Pace car to pit road, restart here. As we get to green, we're racing in the Pepsi 300. Such a great jump for Yepes, but that draft bringing everyone together as they come into turn 3. Landon Lyons to the bottom lane. He goes side by side with Pulsar Yepes. And off of 490 cars clear the 0. And Landon Lyons will lead lap number 1 for the 3rd starting position. Wong behind the 48 to 2nd. He'll be going for the race into turn number 1. He's looking like it's Justin Knight in the 9 behind him. Off into turn 1, Wong to the bottom lane as they come off turn number 2 now down the backstretch. So we've seen a lot of the bigger crashes actually happen right here off of turn number 2, right here off of turn number 4. A lot of them have happened off of turn 2, those. They're going 3 wide. This is a danger part right here as they come off turn number 4. 3 wide if the car gets into the wall. We'll see how Lyons can do. Knight down low, line to the wall. Comes down, Yepes up into the quad of a wall. Trying to control the car to keep it under control, but now he's 3 wide top and drop it back. Looks like he finds the whole down line, but that definitely slowed the top lane up. The field at the front a little bit spread out. Sanders now underneath Knight down the backstretch. Yepes may have gotten into the outside wall a little bit there. We're still racing hard as they come off into turn number 3. Joey Trickle looked low there, kept him behind Sanders. And Michael Sanders out front now. Here comes Joey Trickle to the bottom. Trying to get down there. Off into turn 1. He has a nose, it looks like. Comes the 4 Burrow. Yepes his teammate. Who started on pole. Burrow now up inside the top 5, but he's in the middle of a Junior Motorsports sandwich. Up top, Justin Knight in the 9. Down low, Jeff Bright in the 1. Made it 3 wide. And that is a risky move with your teammate up top. This could cause a big crash. This is for second now. Yepes found his way back down low as Jeff Bright goes to second, 3 wide. Sanders turn around to Luke Rainey, who goes around. Knight into the outside wall hard, and a lot of cars involved. Big one here in the Pepsi 300. Some cars slide into it. There's a car. Oh, there they go. That's definitely this 23. Stephen Baker just landed on the 19. I think I may have saw the 42. Yep, the 42, and there's another one. Can't tell. Is that the 41? Jonathan Buford, who's also in it. Yellow flag is out for a big crash here at Charlotte. It's going to take a lot of cars out. Joey Trickle led back in that 3 wide move that we saw Jeff Bright make. Definitely did not work out, and it caused the big one here in the Pepsi 300. We'll see how it occurred. Jeff Bright made a 3 wide move underneath Justin Knight's teammate, the 4 Marshall Burrow. The 9 gets down line. The 11 of Sanders just had nowhere to go, though he's up top 3 wide. He'll hit the wall, come down to 9 of Knight, and then Luke Ray coming by and just gets clipped on the inside. Innocent bystander. They shoot up the racetrack. They see the 9, the 48 into the outside wall hard. 22 into the wall hard. 24 hits him. Adam McDowell does a great job just getting through the grass. There's the 62 gun by on the inside, Greg Lee, TJ Hanley, there's Clayton Thomas, Eli Bright, and then right around here the 41 gets dug, and then that's where all three of those guys go up and slam. Then the 23 actually comes back down to earth. I think Jake Galloway was actually fine in the 19 but got landed on. I think he had minimal damage, if that, and then that happening definitely hurt him. And then the 42 and the 41 take the wild rides as they go flying through the air. 23 luckily lands back down on all fours, but still a tough break for a ton of drivers who were involved. I think the 98 Galloway did have a miss. That's really a tough break that the 23 just came right back down to earth on him. I think McDowell did a great job getting low. Pez, I think, got by. Bolin got by. Pound Pound was one of the last to get by. I don't see many back here that aren't damaged. 18 Trey Rainey, Jay Jefferson in the 28 back here. I don't know if he has damage. And the 42 and the 41 just took the wild rides. They went flipping through the air. The 41 got dug into the ground. That's really what started right here. And then he kind of got the 42 in it. I think Code Luigi was slow, but he just got collected in it. And then right here, I think at some point the 42 is going to hit a wall and just drop down into the infield. And there's the 41 flipping outside the racetrack. There goes the, there's where the 42 is. And then the 41 keeps going for a little bit. And then, slams down right there up in the air. And still in the air and lands back on its roof. So let's actually go on board the 28 Jay Jefferson. The winner of this race in season number 1. I think maybe he got slowed down, didn't get too much damage. If he did get damage, it's just very slight contact. So we'll see what happened. I think Jefferson, if he didn't get hit all on the sides, he should be pretty alright with that. As he also has our visor cam for this race, so we'll see what Jefferson saw through his helmet cam. See the work he did with the wheel on board. Another thing I saw on that, looked like the 52 Vander Miller got some damage. That's your points that are coming into the race. Only by 6 points over Seaman. I believe the 00 is actually involved as well. So that should really nullify any effects from this crash. Yeah, there's 00 back there. I believe he actually got more damage than the 52 did. Back in front, it was the 25 of Joey Trickle. They stay on the racetrack, and Trickle leads back to the green flag. Coming back to the restart, lap number 9, Joey Trickle out front. And from that crash, Jonathan Buford, Code Luigi, Stephen Baker, the 3 that were involved in the glitch, out, along with the 51 of Steve Larker, Luke Rainey, the 22, Jake Galloway, the 19 got landed on. A lap down is the 07 of Alexander Roan, 36th, and we have 35 cars on the lead lap. The 52 of Andrew Miller, your points there is currently being scored in the 22nd position, with probably with some damage. Out front is the 25 of Trickle, 2nd is Jeff Bright, 3rd is Gardner, 4th Burrow, 5th McDowell. That is your top 5 for the restart. Lap number 9, green flag back out in the Pepsi 300, and the one of Jeff Bright spun the tires a lot right there. Gardner looked to the inside, couldn't make that move though. Now he has a run to go make it. Off into turn 1, side by side, Johnny Gardner for 2nd on Jeff Bright in the 1. And McDowell for 4th on Marshall Burrow in the 4. And the pack a little bit spread out with some of the damaged cars fading back like the 9. Justin Knight down the backstretch. Bowling guy around the high side. Lyons trying to get by in the bottom. Gardner still trying to take 2nd from Jeff Bright. As the bottom lane through 3 and 4. He should be able to take it right here. Johnny Gardner to 2nd and McDowell to 3rd. Jeff Bright 4th. Burrows 5th. Yepez on back to Michael Sanders. Could be in one big pack by the end of this. We're not even a third of the way through this race, and already a lot of cars damaged and off pace. That could definitely provide for some lap traffic later on. Down the backstretch, Gardner looks low on the 25 of Joey Trickle. Can he get the run down low and stay down there? Off into 3, he's down there. And here comes Adam McDowell. He's got to have a huge run with those two being side by side. Look at that 16 go. Oh, it looked like Sanders in the 11 hit pit road, and that definitely slowed the 90 up. That is the 11 of Michael Sanders coming down to the pits, and that definitely slowed this pack up. And now they're going to try and play catch up here as they got slowed. You see the 33 getting away there, and then these guys. Let's look at Adam McDowell. Look at Jeff Bright with the run. He might make it 3 wide. 3 wide behind Jeffrey Buford. Down low, Joey Trickle up top. Burrow in the middle. They keep it out of the wall. McDowell leads. Still 3 wide. And Bolin and Yepez have now caught this pack. Landon Lyons, the first car out. But if caution comes out, he could definitely get caught up, and it might come out without they're racing close and physical at the front. Trying to get that back down to double file. It looks like they do. And McDowell loving what he's seen side by side behind him. Off through 3 and 4. Jennifer Buford down low in the 62. Last season's champion, trying to turn her season around. She's side by side with Adam McDowell to come through the quad off into turn number 1. Jennifer Buford down low, side by side. Burrow and Bullen there as well. And Joey Trickle and Johnny Gardner to the high side. Now Joey Trickle a little tight down there. And Yepez back here has faded out of the pack just a little bit. But he's got to have a run with that draft and with them being side by side. Jennifer Buford leads now. Burrow looking low. Coming to 17 laps to go. Marsha Burrow down low on Jennifer Buford. I think I already hear lap traffic ahead with some damage. Side by side into turn 1, maybe even 3 wide. Can Bullen get down there? He does. 3 wide. Almost 4 wide. Joey Trickle's looking for it. Jennifer Buford still trying to get clear down the backstretch. She is clear. So Buford keeps the race lead for now. Bullen trying to get by to second. They do have lap traffic ahead. And it's the 07 who's slow, and the 11 is just up ahead. But remember, he came down pavement, so he's probably up to speed. Now, which lane is going to go? And will this cause an accident or a yellow flag? Bullen gets by the apron. Buford forced to hold down low, and Burrow gets caught along with the 16 and the 1. Can they somehow get low? The 4 is still stuck. Can Jeff Bright get low now? And McDowell is actually stuck, though, now. Because the 07... Whoa, look at Landon Lyons fly around 3 wide. Don't tell me he doesn't want to win. He just flew around everyone 3 wide like it was nothing. And all the lanes are stuck now. A few cars get away. We've just taken a few more out of contention. Up front now, 5 cars. And it's Jennifer Buford, William Bullen, Joey Trickle, Diego Yepez, and Johnny Gardner with 15 laps to go. And it's going to be those 5 unless a caution comes out. Which could be just around the corner because they're 3 wide further back. They're trying to get around the lap car. Trickle side by side with Buford as they come off forward to the stripe. Jennifer Buford leads by half a car length. Off into turn 1 and 2 now. Joey Trickle inches ahead. They have more lap cars ahead. The 44 of TJ Hanley, the 46 of Alex Stewart just been blown by. Eli Bryce a little bit further up the road. They might not catch him though. 3 wide, Bullen up top. Yepez in the middle. Gardner down low. 74 bounced off the wall, but no one was down there for him to bounce down into, and it could now be a 4-car breakaway. So the 74 has just lost pace. And now how do the lap cars affect this? The 44 and the 46, 13 laps to go. Do they maybe just want to stay single file right here? Hopes that they can get around Hanley easily. Trickle look to take to the bottom lane, but Hanley comes down. Oh, look at Bullen in the 74 with the run. Coming on in the outside lane. Gardner gets down low, and this is going to allow the second pack to close in. 12 laps to go. Johnny Gardner leads. And now the 89, the 0 will get around. Can the 74 get around? Look at Lawrence Palapon coming up into the mix. And Joey Trickle's been caught behind the 44 of TJ Hanley. And now they're caught behind the 46. Some cars get down low. The 16 gets down low. Trickle trying to find a hole, but can't. Now the 7 of Nichols may be caught right here. They're 3 wide. Landon Lyons up top. In the middle, it's the 33. The 1 and the 7. 2 teammates get down low. Now they have to get around the 46 of Alex Stewart. And the 1's trying to get by the 7. Down to the apron he goes. A little bit slower. Still slow for the 1. That's really ruined any shot they might have had. If they stay single file, maybe, but I just don't see them catching up now. But there could be more lap traffic ahead. Johnny Gardner leads. Jennifer Buford for second. Coming to 10 laps to go. It's now 6 cars at the front. Led by the 89 of Johnny Gardner, Jennifer Buford, Yepez. There's Palapon. And it looks like McDowell and Bullen. They're going to have a shot at this, unless, of course, more lap traffic ahead or something along the lines of that. Or a caution could come out. Down the backstretch, these 6 go. There's a second pack back there still trying to get caught up. I just don't see them being able to get caught up, but never know. Now coming to 9 laps to go. Side by side, Lawrence Palapon for the race lead. And McDowell pushing him. Johnny Gardner 4th. Those 4 have kind of separated themselves from the battle for 5th and 6th, which is Bullen and Yepez, who are side by side. Move Palapon to the top spot in the 39 car. And McDowell looking low now. Michael Stearns may be just a little bit off pace, but he's not so far off pace to where he's going to impact the outcome of this race. Lawrence Palapon's gotten out to a lead, and he's holding it for now. But now trying to lead lap as they come off for turn number 4. Lawrence Palapon leads. 8 laps to go. We're going to take a quick look at where your points leader Andrew Miller is. He's currently in the 28th position. Look to see where the 00 of William Seaman is. He would gain the points lead now. He's 22nd on the racetrack, going for 21st. Looks like Seaman could gain the points lead, but there could be some cars up ahead of him that could gain as well if they stay like this. Single file at the front. For the race lead, Adam McDowell, side by side with Palapon, through 3 and 4. McDowell down there. Sanders a little bit slower in front. Adam McDowell leading with 7 laps to go. Gets down low and by. Here comes Johnny Gardner in the 89, forcing a hole down low. They have Eli Brent in the 88 ahead, coming to 6 laps to go. That second pack pretty big. I just don't see them being able to run down this front pack, though, unless something happens to this front pack. Johnny Gardner with the race lead, coming to see 6 laps to go. Jennifer Buford jumps to the inside in front of William Bullen and Diego Yepes. Those two start on the front row. They're currently, right now, 3rd and 4th. 3 wide. Adam McDowell to the wall. The 16 drops back. Now they're catching the 88 of Eli Bright. Can Jennifer Buford get low and get by? She is down low, but they have the 07 once again ahead. Jennifer Buford gets a win. This could help her get by the lap car. Bullen now 2nd. Gardner stuck up top behind the 88 of Eli Bright. 5 to go. A yellow flag would end it. 5 laps after we only had that one big crash that's caused a yellow flag. It's really impacted the outcome of this race with lap cars. Jeff Buford got slow. Now down the backstretch. Yepes has a run. Palapon. Bullen stuck up top. Yepes gets by, and he has to. He has to turn and run down that 62. Palapon gets by. McDowell will get by. Sanders, a lap car, gets by. The 89 Gardner gets by. Bullen will fall behind the 88 of Eli Bright. So the lap car he just got past. He'll have to get by both of them. We've got not a lot of time left. The second pack has caught the 74 now, in case they maybe have some sort of altercation up here. First, second, Palapon trying to get by Yepes. Coming to see 3 laps to go. Jennifer Buford leads, trying to hold on and win the Pepsi 300. 3 laps left, 4.5 miles for Jennifer Buford. Up front, 2 Chevrolets. 3 of the front 4 are Chevys. Down the backstretch to the next lap car, they would catch us TJ Hanley. I think he's too far ahead, though, for them to catch. We'll just have to wait and see. 5 cars with a shot, this through 3 and 4. Here comes Palapon looking low. Off of 4, they're side by side, coming to 2 laps to go. Buford up top. Palapon down low, but didn't have the run. He falls back behind the 62. Now through 1, 2, he has to bury it down to that bottom lane, hope it sticks. He gets down there, but can he hold off of 2? Down the backstretch, side by side for the lead. Adam McDowell watching in 3rd. Coming to the white flag of the Pepsi 300. Yellow is out! That's the yellow flag. It's going to end it. Back in front, Lawrence Palapon will win. It's over. At the moment of yellow, Trey Rainey is all torn up. And possibly more. Yellow flag, and that's it. It's over. Happened in 1 and 2. And that's Lawrence Palapon's race. And you think if you're Adam McDowell, you're pretty mad about that. If you had one more lap, you could have gone by him. But it's going to be Lawrence Palapon to go to victory lane here in the Target Series in the Pepsi 300. It's one of the bigger races of the season. Charlotte's a home track race for many of these teams. It's also a pretty big race, pretty big track, pretty historic and 300 miler. There's Trey Rainey on the pit road. His race is probably done. But to the checkered flag for Lawrence Palapon. He's going to eke out a win by the skin of his teeth. Here in the Pepsi 300, checker is out. It's Lawrence Palapon winning. And with that, we now go see what happened to bring out the last caution, which ended the race. Trey Rainey done for the day. We've seen this happen so many times. William Seaman takes a hard left to get around the 07 of Alexander Rowe. When he does that, the 5 Clayton Thomas has such a big run. He gets into that 00 and obviously not lifting. It's with 2 to go. They come up, they get the 8 of Matt Hamill, the 18 of Trey Rainey, and all 4 of them going to the wall hard. Seaman trying to get it straight to get ahead. The 52 of Miller get it going, and he does. So I think Seaman might, if he doesn't take over the points, he's definitely going to at least hold a spot in points. But my gosh, 4 cars red car, and that's what brings out the yellow flag. That's what ends the race under the yellow flag. And that's just some hard racing there at the back of the field trying to get around lap cars. And tough break for maybe some of the drivers that thought they may have had a shot that went green to the end. Like you say, the 16, maybe the 89 possibly could have been in that conversation, but it's Lawrence Poundpond with the race victory here at Charlotte. Let's now go check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Pepsi 300 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. There were 2 caution flags for 5 laps, and 16 lead changed among 9 different drivers. Lawrence Poundpond gets to victory lane, leading 3 laps, and is now your new points leader after today. Jennifer Beeford ends up second, leading the most laps of 8. Adam McDowell in third, Johnny Gardner fourth, and Diego Yepes, after starting on pole, he didn't even lead a lap, but he ends up fifth. They have Joey Trickle in sixth, William Bull in seventh, Isaac Nichols eighth, Carson Bowers ninth, and Jay Jefferson gets a top 10. So there's your top 20. See William Seaman, we thought he might have been able to take over the points lead, but he finished too far back in 20th. He falls to third, actually, in points as the 21 with Danny Lloyd moves up to 17th. Or he finished 17th, he moves up to second. Look down now. 23 cars finish on the lead lap. And Andrew Miller finishes 26th and falls to 4th in points, but still in a chase spot. Let's now go look at the point standings. We're getting closer to that chase, and here are the point standings. Lawrence Poundpond with the second win of the season moves up to the points lead by 22 points over Danny Lloyd, who is second. William Seaman's only 24 back in third. Andrew Miller is 36 back in fourth, and Greg Lee's only 49 back in fifth. They have Adam McDowell 79 back in sixth, so those 6 are within 100 points of the points leader. Landon Lyons is 7th, Sebastian Cook on 8th, Luke Rainey 9th, and Johnny Gardner tied with Rainey, but holds the final chase spot in 10th. There's your top 20. 16 points back of the top 10, Gustavo Rocha in the 01, but he has that win, which would give him a wildcard spot. The other wildcard spot would go to Alex Stewart, who's 15th in points. Matt Hamill has a win, but he is a few points behind Alex Stewart, so he has to get up there and try and contend for that wild card spot. Look down at the rest. 21st to 4th, Max Anderson down here in 24th with a victory. He needs to get up there inside the top 20. Same with Nichols in the 7, Galloway in the 19. And some of these others down here, their chase chances may be all but over. TJ Hanley, Michael Sanders, Alexander Rowe, Jonathan Wong, Cole Luigi, Bill Seaman, Jake Galloway, Riley Sprague, Trey Rainey, Knight, Nichols, Bright, Robert. They just cannot catch a break this season. They need one to be able to get into the chase. So we go to the next race, which will be held in northeastern Pennsylvania, the Pocono 250 at Pocono. I'll see you guys then.